Hi guys, greetings to you all, and this is your match reaction video on the Stratford Africa channel about the Westham game. Manchester United left it late to win 1-0 against Westham at Old Trafford yesterday. So we came out of that game with all 3 points, and now with a game in hand, we are a point or so above Westham, and we are in the 4th place now. So depending on the results that will happen today in the Arsenal and Chelsea games, that will determine whether we will come out from the top 4 or we will stay there. So that win was a very massive win, and we needed to get that 3 points on board to bring back our hope of getting top 4 alive. Yeah, so we'll be discussing that game into details, and before we do that, as you all know, please get into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and your comments about the game, and if you are new, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the video to your friends and family. Yeah, so that being said, Manchester United 1, West Ham United 0. Yesterday's game was very good, a very impressive game to watch. Overall, the performance was splendid. It was an okay, very good performance, and I think that yesterday's game has been the best that Manchester United have played this season. Yes, I can't think of any other performance that comes close to yesterday's one. I think except maybe the 3-0 win against Tottenham away under Ole, and maybe the first half of our 1-1 draw against Everton. That one too was good, and maybe the first 30 minutes of Rangnick's time against Crystal Palace. So if you are going to compare, you see that yesterday's performance was very good, and that was because they started from minute 1 to minute 90. They were all focused, they did the basic things well, and they didn't go into sleep at any point in the game. So if you go back to our recent games against Aston Villa, for example, the team was good for the first 75 minutes of the game, and they went to sleep or they lost focus in the last 15 minutes, and they threw away a 2-goal advantage. So that really marred the performance. And if we take a look at our 3-1 win against Brentford on Wednesday, we didn't turn up for the first half of that game. We could have gone into halftime with 2 or 3 goals down, but I don't know what was said at halftime or how the halftime team talk went. They came out for the second half and they upped their game. They upped their intensity, and they were able to score 3 goals, and then we won the game. You understand? So if you break it down into parts, like it's like they do the good things in some parts of the game, and in other parts of the game they don't do it. But yesterday's performance wasn't like that. For the whole 90 plus 3 minutes, the team defended very well as a unit when they don't have the ball. They kept a 4-4-2 of the ball shape, which was very good. That was what impressed me a lot about yesterday's performance. Our midfield upped their intensity. They matched whatever fight the Western midfielders brought at them. They won their individual battles. The 50-50 balls, they didn't let all of it go to West Ham. And the wingers too were on point. Yes, Anthony Elanga once again is continuing his impressive form, and he's putting in good performance. Yesterday he was very tidy on the ball. He kept it simple, as I've always said. He passes the ball whenever there is a pass available, and he runs at defenders when he should run at them. And when we don't have the ball, he falls back, he tracks back very well to support the left back. So I think Elanga deserves to stay in the team. And then also Greenwood also, I will talk about Greenwood when I get to our issues in the final third, but defensively yesterday he was good. I think he also tracked back very well, and we kept a very complete shape. That was why yesterday DJ didn't have to do a lot of saves yesterday. He was very free, and we defended very well. Maguire came back into the team, and he was solid yesterday. Aerially, he won all the balls against Antonio, and he didn't allow himself to get bullied by Antonio. So I think yesterday's performance from the team was very good. But that being said, it was a good performance, but there are still a few negatives that we can touch on. I think we still have a lot of issues in our final third, which include bad decision making, bad execution, and sloppiness. Yes, so when you get to the final third, we are always in a rush to make things happen. So and by so doing, we lose the ball. Or Greenwood, for example, because he's very goal-minded, he's a good finisher. he's always looking to score goals. And if you check, even from last season coming, that his technique, cut inside and shoot, like defenders have learned that, and they have adjusted very well to it. So whenever he has the ball and he's trying to cut in, a lot of the time the defenders get doubled teamed him. They will double up on him, and when he cuts in and shoots, the other one will block the shot. So he needs someone to tell him that relax. So whenever he cuts in like that, if there is a pass, he should first look to take the pass instead of always shooting, because defenders have known that is his trick. And he also has to get to recognize the fact that the defenders have adapted, and he also has to change a new style. So once now and then you look to pass the ball first, and then as you do that, the opportunity for you to shoot will come, and then you shoot. You understand? Yesterday, as we played well and kept our shape and stayed in the game, you saw that opportunity came at the last minute of the game, and we took it, and we took all the 3 points. You understand? So Greenwood needs to be very careful, and Bruno also, sometimes his execution is not the best. He needs to work on that. And Dalot also, I've noticed that he has overhit a couple of crosses in our past games. He needs to work on that in the training ground and get them well. He has almost nailed down that right back slot for himself. Yesterday, defensively, he was very good. He cut out some dangerous, a couple of balls. He won his aerial duels very well against Brentford, and yesterday too, he won his aerial duels very well. He defended very well yesterday, and his problems has always been defensively, and I think he's growing and improving in that aspect. And then, so if you couple that with his attacking ability, I think he will be a good player for us, and he should keep improving. So issues in the final third, as I have said, we still are very hasty, and we take the bad decisions. Yesterday, Greenwood should have released the ball to Ronaldo, but after taking another look at the game, I think that pass was very difficult. He should have picked out Bruno, who was behind him, and then Bruno will find it easy to play it into Ronaldo. So I think when we get to the final third, the boys need to keep their calm. They need to relax. You understand? And I think the substitutions also worked very well. You know, all the subs combined yesterday to give us the winning goal. From Ronaldo to Martial, from Martial to Cavani, and then from Cavani to Rashford, and then bang, we are 1-0 ahead. So I think Rangnick's substitutions yesterday really worked. And I think Anthony Martial, when he came on, he showed why he is Martial. Like, when he is on the field, we keep the ball a lot better in the final third than when he's not there, because his ability to play in tight spaces, the sort of gravity he comes with, his movement, and his ability to not lose the ball so easily. He can control and turn in a tight space and face the defenders. But with Ronaldo, he always control and play it out back to the one who passed him the ball. But if it is Martial, he can control and hold on to it and get a foul, or even turn and pass the ball. So I think even if Martial does leaves, we need to get a player of that profile to replace him. Yes, Martial is very good, but for some reason it hasn't worked for him here, so he's seeking to leave. So that being said, I think yesterday's performance was good, and our top 4 hopes are back alive. We are now in the mix to get top 4 again, depending on how the results of the other teams go. So I am optimistic for top 4 because of the performance that I have seen in the last couple of games, and to cap it up, yesterday they were able to put in a very complete performance. So if they can go on from now and play like that consistently, I think we will win more games than we will lose if you keep playing like that as a team. So, and if we win more games, then we are giving ourselves a better chance of finishing in the top 4. So there is a 2-week break that the players are going to have a little bit of rest, and then come back and continue the season. So I wish them all the best, and everybody else. So the mood among the players and confidence levels are high. Even the fans are buzzing this morning, and the Westham fans and the rival fans are crying, and they should keep on crying as more tears, because that ball was not offside. Cavani was no way offside. If you look at the VAR analysis, the guy was on, and he played the pass that gave us the goal. So they should keep crying. And I saw a video from a Westham fan, and it's just funny. The sort of analysis the guy did, it's just funny. It's on Twitter, so you can go there and check it out. That video is there. You will laugh the hell out of yourself, you know. So the rival fans should continue crying out as tears. We have all 3 points in our bag now, our team is beginning to grow in confidence. Rashford has scored 2 goals in 2 matches now. Fernandes has about 4 goals and assists in 3 games. He's playing well. His confidence is back. You just need Ronaldo to also score to up his confidence levels. Dalot is doing well. Telles is playing well. Maguire came back yesterday and he was solid. So I think individually, if we manage to get our team confidence levels up, we will do a good finish to the season. And our midfield too, McTominay has been superb ever since our new manager has come in, and Fred is also upping his game, and Bruno Fernandes is coming back to the Bruno we know. So, and we have Pogba to return in a few weeks time. So I think things are looking great, and the morale around the squad is beginning to improve, and positive vibes is returning back. So I think that has been my match reaction, and the performance in general was good, as I said, and everybody will agree with me. So let me know your thoughts also on the game. What do you think we did right, and what you think we need to improve on? Who was your man of the match and all of that? It's hard for me to choose man of the match because the performances across board was good yesterday, and some people will give it to Rashford because he scored the winning goal. But I don't know. I think McTominay was good yesterday again, and the defense to Varane and Maguire was solid. Yeah, so it confuses me. Any of these guys you pick as your man of the match, I'm cool with it. So please let me know your thoughts once again, and please subscribe if you haven't. So until we meet again next time to discuss everything Manchester United, have a nice time to you all, and stay safe out there. Bye bye.